Block scheduling is a special kind of scheduling that creates more time for classes and less periods.
What do you think the advantages of block scheduling are?
I think the biggest advantage in an actual classroom setting is you get an opportunity to, work with students for an extended amount of time, especially on one topic. Especially have a class like English where we might read something and then discuss it the next day. It's nice to have an actual block period where we can read and discuss something in the same day.
In some ways it's an advantage, like you have more time in class, you get more learning time, but it's a disadvantage because I guess you don't get to see your friends all the time because classes are so long.
I think block schedule is good for me as a parent, just because the idea of your kid is staying for a long time to learn a lot of things, but also I have to think about if I was in my son's shoes and then I was like listening to a speaker or a teacher that's boring, then my attention span is more shorter. So if it's gonna be like 2 hours instead of 2 hours, if I'm just gonna be listening and I got bored within 1 hour, that 1 hour I wouldn't learn anything at all.
The advantage for the teacher is they only have to plan for every other day, depending on their number of preps. I don't think there are any other advantages for the students or the teachers.
Disadvantages for teachers include having less class time for the year, more planning, and trying to keep the class active. For students, it's harder to make up for absences. Classes could become boring and more homework.
I think it's an advantage to kids like me who get to go home early on even days because of my 6th period being over, and I get to go home and do early workouts and exercise and lifting and studying and homework and doing music, something that I really enjoy to do.
Do you like block scheduling?
Yeah, block scheduling's pretty fun.
I do like it. I like it as a change during the year. I think it's a nice change of pace. It's nice. It definitely works for our testing schedule. I think that's the biggest advantage.
So I guess I'm in the middle. It depends on the teacher or the speaker. If a speaker could be something like very entertaining to the student, then yes, I'm okay with the block schedule. But if the block schedule, the presenter or the speaker or whatever the teacher is gonna be like straight no entertainment, or it's not entertaining at all, then I guess it's not really good for the idea of the block schedule is.
You have more time to do things, you have more time in class, and get out of school early.
I do not. There are many reasons. The students don't have a continuity in their assignments, so they forget the day that they're not there. If you assign homework, they forget to do it. They say they're going to do it later, and they forget.
Well, in one of my periods, there's a really pretty girl, and I get to sit next to her for 2 hours.
For the teacher, it's bad because it's a long time to keep students occupied during the 2 hours.
Would you want block scheduling for a whole year, or traditional?
Traditional.
The 15-minute classes I like. They're fast and students have a lot of energy throughout the entire period, and they don't forget as much if it were on a block schedule.
Traditional scheduling has the advantage of having kids more active in their class and easy planning, but the disadvantages are that students have to prepare for more classes and teachers have to plan for only 1 hour.
For the whole year, I think I would want blocked.
I would be interested in maybe doing it for a little bit longer. I think our 3-week window that we have now works pretty well. If we were to expand it beyond that, I'd welcome that.